Hello, Hancock fans. Uh, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, guys and dolls and guys, dudes and dudettes. Why is my introduction so out there today? Because I have one to show you in a cool way to add on to your own freighter when you get one. So you aren't doing what I did with my last character, my last astronaut, who off camera got himself killed doing some ship repair. You will have noticed, but when I got a freighter, I was walking a bunch of Y's and B's to get through it because I just didn't know much about building a freighter, and I was too nervous to delete things, move things, so on and so forth. And I was trying to design my layout around what was there and not my needs. Hey, I got that corrected, but that's the minor part. The major part is this redesign is a great illustration of you might need to do this if you have a walking problem. I'd say almost definitely. You need to sometimes walk in low traffic, no traffic areas that are simple patterns like I's and T's. And then maybe to round some corners to practice certain skills so you can walk better and so you can walk by things without holding onto something or leaning onto something like they'll probably tell you in therapy. So if you're trying to do both these things, this layout is it. First, when I got this freighter, I deleted some stuff. There was duplicate equipment and stuff. I deleted it, got rid of certain hallways, and I just started. Then I made a decision here. Big important equipment's going to go down this main and sole hallway here. So, kind of went in order. Well, the first part's in order I made up. Your storage container / safe here. Your refiner here. Those two vital pieces of equipment. Then you're going to need to get into farming eventually, so your overseer here. Oh. And then you have your scientist here. And your Mr. Warrior equipment guy here. Did one of his quests, he gave me the economy scanner for my ship. I have used that to find trade outposts. That's about it. I haven't made full use of that yet. But now, here's the cool part. You start at I, you go past all this. At the end, is the last person you get, you've gotten as far as I've gotten all this add-on to my freighter, is, and under the base expansion quest, got you my farmers. So my farmer's here, and that's my I. And now here's the T part. Down to fungi cluster. First, second, and third plants added to my farm. When you go to the left, or your left, not stage left, go to the right here, and you've got the gut root flower, gamma wheat, and got two plants down here, Gravitino host and pearl orb plant. Let's try not to pronounce that name. Now, he still wanted to do some things, to plant some stuff, so what you gonna do? I decided to go again where this would be an opening to another room. Just like I did, well, let me keep better track of what I'm doing here. Just like I did here when I planted these three bushes and they intersected nicely the first one intersected with, you guessed it, the armory and the trade terminal. Well, the armory and then the trade terminal. Then I went ahead. Oh, and then you come over here. So this is the T part. Think of that a long hallway with either an I or the length of a T. See the way, however you want to think of it. This is the T part. So on the left-hand side of your capital T here, this intersects with your science room and your fleet command tool here, and third door intersects with your planetary probe table. So we have that. Now, I did all that, and I've got the cool part here. My farmer wants me to plant more crops. So I decided at this point that'd be great to have a back entrance or exit for the armory, the trade terminal, and the safe. So in that way, you're actually going from T and you're going up to, well, you're kind of skipping that, the armory there, so you're going to like a wide turn here. You're going into a U. Now, why? What is cool about this? Because it is a perfectly good illustration. And this is how far computer graphics have come, people. And oh yes, people that try to get publicity about things happening in Britain want to emphasize all the negative stuff. Well, hello firm, hello Games is a firm out of Scotland, which is part of the UK, and this involves a lot of tech, a lot of development. So good things still happen in Britain. Anyway, so you got, well, for instance, let's see if I can do a turn like you would walk. Yeah, you can. So I can go ahead and turn, and here you go. You notice our man, well, he's turning like he should, so he's not reaching or leaning on the safe table or the walls or anything. So if you got to work on that, well, do that, pressing keys on your mouse and moving your mouse around. And what are you doing? Doing anything else walking just to inspire you to go get to work. This is a low traffic area. I cruise small. I've only got, between the overseer, the farmer, the scientist, and the armory guy, only got four additional officers, we'll say, that I hired. So, we've got all this going on. Oh, and here's another cool thing. For your walking, for your strutting and stuff. Because of the way I designed it, no hallways, no doors. Guess what you get to do? Strutting it diagonal. So if you've been having trouble with that, you can practice it. Just a reminder to get practicing that. Places you might want to practice that at, other than a relative's place or larger home you have, or in church. Maybe a church inside on a Sunday. Maybe it's good on its less traffic days. Maybe your local community college. Maybe you have to visit a high school for your kids, nieces, nephews in high school, whatever. All those are good places to practice that. Some not so heavily traveled malls can be a good place for that, or on days when they aren't so heavily traveled. But you can see this character doing all this in a place designed to walk just these ways. And I just think it's a good illustration of something that you can do walking for practice walking well. And I thought that made this a fantastic video. And just maybe I'm excited about the walking possibilities, the walking encouragement / instruction / practice possibilities of this, more so than the gameplay. In other words, I'm more excited about the in real life implications than the gameplay implications, although I do enjoy No Man's Sky, so yes, I'm also excited about that. And off camera, I will be talking to my farmer one last time to wrap up the storyline, but that really has nothing to do with what we're covering here. And you may think, well, this is weird. Survival Bob just did, since yesterday, a really cool video on Corvettes, and you're still doing freighters, which was an add-on back in, I've only had the games, maybe if you look at YouTube videos, pure speculation on my part since 2022. What's exciting about a 3-year-old feature of a game? It can illustrate good ways to walk, things you should be practicing on, and remind you to work on things. That's it. Plus make your game more fun when it's easier to go through your ship while you're playing. So yes, I think this is all kinds of shades of awesome. And I just had to share it. So enjoy. Great talking to y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and get cheer, encouragement, or usefulness out of this video. Bye. See you next time. All right. Quit to boat select. All right. See y'all next